Hi guys. Hi guys. Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. So just woke up a few minutes ago. Just had some breakfast. Baby's still sleeping. Well, my baby, she's 3, about to be 4. Still call her my baby. All the other kids are in school right now. Probably should be cleaning my house. I'm gonna start cleaning it maybe in a little bit. Putting a little bit down. I had a nightmare last night. I had a dream that it's a weird dream. Like, I don't even know where to start. It was like I was driving, like somebody was, I don't know, there was like a guy doing like a, what is it called, like a driving test on my boyfriend. My boyfriend knows how to drive. I don't know why he was getting a driving test, but for some reason the guy that was doing the driving test, I guess the instructor or whatever, he was driving, and then my boyfriend was in the passenger seat in the front, and I was in the back seat. So I'm like, I don't know how that would make sense in my dream. But anyways, I don't know, I'm still sleep deprived. I guess I didn't have a good night's sleep. But yeah, anyway, so like we stopped for a second, and then a lady supposedly, like, we stopped, and I think I got off the car with my boyfriend, and the guy was still sitting in the car. And then the lady approached me and she said, I need an Uber driver. And I've actually driven Uber before. So for me, it was like in my dream, it made sense. But when you drive Uber, people usually don't just approach you. So in my dream, the lady, and I think she had kids, she was like, I need an Uber driver and I don't want to wait for the Uber. And I'm willing to pay you $200 for you to drive me around to the doctor and just do some errands throughout the day. And, you can drop me off back home and I'll pay you $200 for the whole day. So I told my boyfriend, like, of course, let's do it. It's $200. And then he was like, okay, but, we got the instructor in the car. And then we kind of told him, like, we told the lady, like, get in the car with all the kids. So it was the instructor driving, my boyfriend in the front seat, and then I was sitting there with the lady and all her kids. And we kind of told the instructor, hey, we kind of got to cut this short because we got, money to make. And then he was kind of frustrated, but he's like, okay, whatever. So he's like, we just got to drive a little bit longer. So he drove to like an airport. And we were like in the middle of the airport where like I guess there was like an airplane like in the middle of like, I don't know, I guess the driveway or whatever. And it was just like empty. It was just like empty. There was like nothing there. I think I could see an airplane like far away, but it was just like empty. Like there was like nothing there. And like the guy just randomly got off. And he got off, and then I was like, okay, I guess we can drive from here, but it's so weird. So I told my boyfriend, like, I guess whatever, like, he saw, but it's just so random, so weird. That why did he drive was like all the way over here, like in the middle of nowhere, like who's gonna pick him up from here? And then he's like, hey, I'll be right back. And then like another like truck or something, I guess approached us. So I was like thinking, I guess they're there for the guy. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm talking to the lady. And then I turn back and I don't see my boyfriend, and all of a sudden my mom is sitting in the car. And then my mom's like, where's your boyfriend? And I'm like, I don't know. So I approached the truck to see who was sitting in the truck, and supposedly it was like some of my boyfriend's cousins. I don't know my boyfriend's family or cousins. I don't know any like people related to my boyfriend. Like we're like, I guess, near relationships. So anyways, I don't know his family, but in my dream they were his cousins. So I'm like, oh hey, where's my boyfriend? And they're like, I don't know. So I keep looking around and I go back to the car. My mom's like sitting in the driving seat and she's like, we gotta go now. Like, we gotta go. So I'm like, no, I gotta wait for my boyfriend. So I was like all weirded out. Like, what the fuck happened to him? I'm sorry. But I'm like, what happened to him? Like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't find him. Like, he just disappeared. And all of a sudden I couldn't see the guy, the instructor that we were supposedly driving, that we took to that random location. Like, I couldn't see neither one of them. So I just like freaked out, and I don't know, I just kind of woke up really sad with this really sad feeling. And like I don't know if it's because like yesterday for the first time it was like I feel like we usually, like, I have a long distance relationship, so my boyfriend and I, we don't see each other daily. Like he just visits town like once a week or every 2 weeks, but we do talk on the phone at least maybe for a few minutes depending on the day if it's really busy, but we do try to text throughout the day. So yesterday was the first day that we went more than 24 hours without talking. And then last night I had the dream, so I'm like, if I connect the dots, I'm pretty sure that's why. But yeah, so overall it was still I don't know, like I said, like I just woke up really sad with like this really sad feeling, and I woke up like around 5 in the morning. I called my boyfriend right away, and I'm like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yes, I'm okay." He was still sleepy, so I'm like, "Okay, I love you." I just hanged up on the phone, and then this morning I texted him, and I'm like, "I don't know what's going on. Like, I just hope that you're okay, and I had this bad dream, and I just hope that you're okay." But I don't know. It's kind of sad, and like it's just a dream. I'm like, I don't know why I'm still sad about it. Like, it's just a dream, but maybe it's like I'm sad because we didn't talk for more than 24 hours. And maybe I'm overreacting, or maybe it's just a dream. But in my experience, like a lot of my dreams come true, maybe like in different ways. Like sometimes like I'll have a dream that my brother's in trouble, or like something's going on with him, and then like I know like in certain occasions, like I had the dream, and immediately in the morning I would wake up and my mom would tell me like, hey, your brother, something happened to him, or when I was 17, I was married. I actually got married, moved in with my boyfriend at 15, got married at 16. That's another story to tell later. But yeah, when I was 17, I was of course living with my husband, and we had a baby together. One night I had a dream that he was telling me goodbye. He said, in my dream, he was telling me basically, sort of like a symbolic dream. His sister, in my dream, it was like a blonde girl that I associated as his sister. And like the girl was telling him like, hey, we gotta go. Getting the motorcycle. She was riding a motorcycle, and then he told me like, this is a goodbye. We're not meant to be, and I'm so sorry. You have another future ahead of you, and I'm sorry, I'm just not in the plans. And he got on the motorcycle and he left, and then the next morning he passed away. So I feel like this is why I feel sad. I don't think like something necessarily bad is gonna happen to him. I just have like that feeling of mourning. Like, it's hard to explain like, why am I mourning something that hasn't happened. Like, at least for my husband, it was really hard because I'm like, in a way, he passed away while I was at school. That morning, I remember he took me to school. He dropped me off. I was in high school. Ow. And then I just didn't see him. Like around 10, they gave me the news that he had passed away. And we never got that goodbye. But at the same time, I always had that, like, he gave me that goodbye in my dream, like the night before it happened. And it was not just like that specific scenario. Like, I think that was like the biggest point for me, where I'm like, some of my dreams like are very symbolic with things that could happen in the future. And I don't know why. I don't want to break up with him and be like, oh, I think this is the meaning that we're breaking up, or this is the meaning, like, this is a sign that that we're gonna break up, or that we're not meant to be. I just don't know. I just feel like it's a sign that he's gonna walk away from my life, which I've been working on myself lately. I did have some issues with like past relationships and with attachments. I don't know if it rooted from like losing my husband at a young age. I don't want to cry. I'm a big crybaby, but I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm like, it's just a dream. Like, it's just a dream. It doesn't make sense to be all sad about it. But I'm a little bit sad. But I don't know what to make out of it. I really don't know what to make out of it. We've had like an okay relationship. I feel like he's a great guy. He's a really nice person, a really great human being overall. But maybe it's the distance. It's just like him working out of town and like just visiting every now and then. Like, I don't know what to make out of it. But I'm sorry I made this video. My hair is all messed up, and I don't know. I guess I just needed to vent. I don't know if it made any sense with this channel. I just feel like I need to work on myself, and I guess like my attachments like issues or whatever. Sometimes I feel like I have like avoidant, fearful avoidant like attachment, and I do break up with him. And like previous relationships, like I break up often as soon as I feel like that little tiniest feeling that something is going wrong. Like, I just want to break up right away. Like, if you look at me the wrong way, I'm like, let's break up. It's not working out. So I'm kind of trying my best not to break up with him, because I feel like I break up with him like once a week. Been trying my best like not to do it no more, because I'm like, I feel like I hurt people down the road, and I'm just like trying to protect myself. like in a way just trying to protect myself from loss or from grieving. So I'm like, I end up just hurting myself by pushing people away. So of course, working on myself, of course, I want to work on my image. I want to work on losing weight, on eating healthy, but I also want to work like on my like inner struggles, like my mental, I guess my a piece of like my mental health more than anything. I do suffer from anxiety, PTSD, depression. I just have a lot of disorders that I have to work on. I think some of them are rooted from the incident that happened with my first husband, and then it's just like a lot of things that I've experienced through life. So I feel like I'm gonna work on things little by little. I don't know what my dream meant. If it's something symbolic, or it was just like me missing him, because I didn't talk to him for 24 hours or more than 24 hours. But it's okay. We'll see what happens. So for now, I'm not gonna think much of it. I already told him that I felt sad, and like I did tell him that, hey, I've been feeling you really cold, and but not like that. Well, sort of like that. I told him like, hey, I'm like really sad because I had this bad dream about you, and then as well I've been feeling you a little bit distant lately, which was only 24 hours, but in my mind I'm like, maybe it's my type of attachment or my type of dealing with relationships that make me get into my own mind or something like that. But I'll try my best. Maybe my new coping mechanism will be just venting in these videos, just getting things out of my chest. I'm gonna try to keep busy today. I might just like work on my house. I have a lot of things I need to do. Just clean my house, probably cook something nice for the kids, maybe take them to the park when they get out of school. Maybe we can go for a good walk and just kind of stay busy. Maybe that will help me feel a little bit better. All right, guys, so thank you for watching today. Yeah, thanks for listening.